The body of the 30-year-old man who jumped into the East River over a week ago has been found. News 12's Valerie Ryan joining us from Menlo Park with what we know. Valerie.
Well, over a week ago, 30-year-old Manuel Rangel jumped into the East River from right here in Menlo Park. Now, we spoke with his girlfriend who was tirelessly looking for him, but today sources confirm his body was found in the waters near Governor's Island. Video shows first responders on the scene early May 2nd as the search for Manuel Rangel began. His girlfriend, Shakti Castro, told News 12 in an interview last week she witnessed him jump.
I screamed like crazy because I couldn't process what I was seeing.
Shakti said the two of them are very spiritual, telling us that night they went to a party with the goal of connecting within with the help of a controlled substance.
How can we visualize something better? How can we transform one way to another the reality that we're building now?
She told us they were looking to build a business and a life together.
That night we were literally talking about our future, about getting married, about having kids, about that we feel like we're millionaires already because we have each other. Just a devastating outcome tonight. Now, we are in contact with Shakti and Manuel's loved ones. His family telling us his sister, who lives in Chile, is working to get a visa to make it here to New York City to start funeral arrangements. In Williamsburg, Valerie Ryan, News 12, Brooklyn.
Big change is now in effect at a Canarsie subway stop, all to crack down on fare evasion. News 12's Edric Robinson is there with what's different starting today. Edric.
Yeah, that's right. If you've ever taken the L train from here in Canarsie, you know at this Rockaway Parkway subway station, there used to be no turnstiles on this side. It was just a straight shot from the buses that pull up here right to the platform. But starting today, you can check it out for yourself. All of that is over.
I ain't gonna lie, right here is $3.99. You walk straight in, straight on the train. It's no more.
Yep, free 99 is out. This posted sign here says it all. Now everyone has to pay up.
Swiping your Metro cards, you can use any one of these.
The agency recently closed all open walkways, installing these turnstiles and fencing to close a loophole that cost them millions in lost fares. MTA security was out this morning, not just checking who's paying for the train, but making sure riders are tapping onto the buses here as well. For some, they say it's about time.
It was overdue. It really was overdue. Too many people were sneaking on these subways. Yeah, it was overdue. But I just got caught today because I didn't have no money on my card.
Today I see the turnstiles. So it's good. Pay the fare and get in.
So you have no problems with it?
No, we're only gonna pay the fare.
Now don't worry, the MTA says the free transfer still stands between the buses and the subway. All you have to do is swipe your Metro cards or tap your phone. In Canarsie, Edric Robinson, News 12 Brooklyn.
A local man allegedly scammed out of 20 grand is speaking out tonight in hopes of protecting others. Our Frank Recchia has the story.
I was in fact victimized by these people.
Ford Gardner, who will soon be 70, says he and his wife cannot get by without him continuing to work. He recently went to an online site for job seekers, applied for and supposedly got a home-based job in the field of healthcare. Then, Ford says the so-called employer sent him a $15,000 check, supposedly to buy home office equipment. He deposited the check and was then asked to wire payment to the alleged seller. When the check bounced a few days later, Ford was out his own money, which had actually been wired to the scammers.
These people, I think, are sociopaths. I think they're morally bankrupt. They're making a lot of money, and they don't care. They don't care who gets hurt.
All legitimate companies will never give out money right away and will never ask for your personal information.
Crime prevention specialist Jim Perez of Fairfield says banks are required to post checks within a certain amount of time, even though the money is not available right away. It's during that period when scammers ask that you send the money back, which is when they get your bank info and your bucks. To protect yourself from this classic check ruse,
you can either deposit it in the bank and wait 2 weeks before answering them, and you'll find out that it bounced, or you can legitimately go to the bank and ask to authenticate the check.
My goal in life is just to be of service.
Ford sharing his story to pay it forward to protect others from the kind of nightmare he and his wife endured.
It was devastating.
Frank Recchia, News 12, Connecticut.
Police arrested a man that sources say was wanted for a crime spree in Orange County, and this happened after a high-speed chase that ended in Circleville. Blaise Gomez has the exclusive details tonight.
It was a wild scene.
Cops were just flying by. It was about 20 of them, troopers.
That sources say ended up with this man in cuffs. The ordeal is heard on police radio and seen on this video in recordings given exclusively to News 12. Sources say the suspect, 40-year-old Daryl Conklin, was wanted for an armed robbery at a gas station in Pine Bush on Wednesday and stole a car at gunpoint Thursday night in Ellenville. That incident prompting a police pursuit down Goshen Turnpike.
100 miles an hour.
That ended on Susan Lane in Circleville. The suspect took off between houses here and ended up getting arrested nearby at Canarsie Elementary School. Neighbors we spoke to saw the incident unfold.
The dog started barking, and when we looked outside, we saw all these lights in the driveway. There was a whole bunch of police cars.
The suspect was out on parole for robbery. Authorities say the FBI has taken over the case. In Circleville, Blaise Gomez, News 12.
And we have calls out to the Ellenville Police and the FBI for more information.
Shocking allegations against a music teacher at a Nassau high school and middle school.
He was arrested by federal authorities on child porn charges.
Yeah, News 12's Kevin Vesey has reaction from parents, and we have to warn you, the details of this case are disturbing.
We are very concerned about that. Parents at W.T. Clark High School and Middle School in Westbury are shocked about the disturbing federal charges one music teacher is now facing. Authorities say Michael Fazio received and distributed at least 3 images of child pornography, allegedly showing girls as young as 7 engaged in sexual acts.
My daughter, took classes for last 3 years with him. So I'm very concerned about that.
Investigators say they received a tip from the company Dropbox after the child pornography files were allegedly uploaded in October of last year. A search warrant was executed at Fazio's home in Huntington Station on April 30th, and he was arrested on May 15th. Federal authorities also say he admitted to filming and photographing female students from behind during music lessons. In a message to the community, the East Meadow School superintendent wrote, "The individual involved has not been on school grounds since the district first became aware of allegations prior to the arrest."
It's terrifying to parents.
Laura Ahern with the Crime Victims Center says sexual predators often go unnoticed.
They can hide that behavior and to a point where it's undetectable from others and even from the children that are in the classroom.
Now, Fazio faced a federal judge and was released on $500,000 bond. He's currently on home confinement and has to live separately from his wife, who is pregnant. And when that child is born in about 3 months, Fazio will only be allowed supervised contact with the baby. In Westbury, Nassau County, Kevin Vesey.
The brawl breaks out at the Menlo Park Mall in Edison. Mayor Sam Joshi says over 300 kids showed up at the mall, and soon after, the fight broke out. He says 4 kids were arrested and no one was injured.
Transit strike affecting thousands in the Hudson Valley is now over, but trains aren't back to normal just yet. Let's get right to News 12's Lisa LaRocca. She's in Terrytown this afternoon with what you need to know and getting reaction from commuters.
But just one more day and NJ Transit should be up and running. Once again, though, conditions here on Metro North were pretty normal.
So I usually take NJ Transit from Nanuet all the way to Secaucus.
Daniel Bernier is one of about 100,000 NJ Transit commuters who've had to change their routines over the past few days. Train engineers went on strike at midnight Friday after contract negotiations broke down. Wages was the main sticking point. But Sunday night, NJ Transit officials and union leaders for the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen reached a tentative deal.
Tuesday morning, we'll be back in business.
NJ Transit officials say while employees are back to work today, they needed one more day to perform safety inspections and other tasks before trains could begin running. Metro North has been accepting NJ Transit tickets during the strike, and we found some did take advantage of the offer. But commuters we spoke with in Tarrytown say there were no problems with overcrowding as a result.
I haven't noticed a thing. Parking lot's been pretty much normal. Haven't seen much at all.
It's pretty normal. I mean, I saw Thursday there was increased ridership.
Still, Daniel says he's looking forward to tomorrow.
It'll be nice to be back.
The union members still have to vote to ratify the contract, but it's expected to pass. So once again, starting tomorrow, NJ Transit back to normal. We're in Tarrytown, Westchester County. Lisa LaRocca, News 12.